Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Dope as Brayden, back at you with another chill-ass video. And today, we have a video for you guys. We are going to sit here and smoke. We're going to talk about racing. We're going to talk about off-road racing. We're just going to have a good time and smoke and do a couple things. I don't know what we're all going to do yet, but I mean, we're just going to sit here and talk about off-road racing. We're going to talk about snowmobile racing. We can talk about whatever you guys want. Like, comment down below. We're just going to sit here and chill, and you guys can entertain me. We are definitely going to be taking some rips off THC, but most importantly, we're going to talk about racing and off-road racing. Hi, Patrick. We're going to talk about off-road racing. We can talk about whatever topics you guys want. Right now, we got my mom's 2024 Ford Edge here. This thing's loaded with accessories. If you guys want to see, I'll show you. We will show you the loaded accessories on this. And this thing's kind of cool. You guys have never seen a 2024 Ford Edge. This thing's got a lot of freaking horsepower. Damn. And here's the shifter. Hi, hippie. We're just showing my 2024 Ford Edge. It's my mom's. But shout out to my mom. This car is like too big inside. Like way too big inside. It's got the pan, it's got the sunroom. It's got every accessory you can think of under the roof. How are you all doing tonight? We're just chilling. We're going to be talking about off-road racing, but that's just that. I could open up the hood, but why? And here's the big beast. They stopped making them after 2024, so. And here's my snowblower. And then here's the John Deere Rider. Right. I still think that's funny. Honestly, Ford has never paid anything. That's what's funny. Ford has never wanted to be bought out. Never really. They paid everything off on their own, and GM still hasn't paid them off. Or GM still hasn't paid off the government. Like, they're just looking for handouts. I don't know. Either way, I mean, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Hey, at least Ford didn't get bought out. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Nice, you ride quads? Nice. I got a 2000, or not a 2000. I got a 1997 1997 Polaris Trailblazer 250 quad. I thought that my grandpa bought me that, which is nice. Then I got a 2002 Polaris 600 Edge snowmobile. Love that thing. That thing's cool. But they're a bigger body. Right? I mean, I don't ever want to say I'm good at this. I don't want to say I like doing live streaming, but it's different. It's not something I'm used to, and it'll get some Hi, Kim. Hi, Dean. Hi, everybody. But yeah, like off-road racing just got done. Well, was it a couple days ago? My uncle was going out to California to ride out in the dunes. I was like, you lucky asshole. I was like, you're lucky. You're lucky to go out there. So he's out in California right now. He's the one that I talk about on my channel that races. Hi, buddy Carfano. Hi, Buff. But yeah, my uncle went out to Glen Helen. He didn't race, but he wanted to, but he got to ride out in the dunes, so he had a little bit of fun. Lucky, but he's a lineman, so like he works up on the high wires, and those things are, whew, he makes some good money. He makes like $88 or more. But yeah, off-road racing is done with for the year, so now I'm looking forward to snowmobile racing and hoping we get a good winter this year. Lately, we haven't had a good winter, so I want to be able to ride snowmobile. I want to be able to bury one. Whoa there. Cloudy, whoa there. That was a little rude. Don't smoke, it's bad for you. I'm smoking weed. You can't tell me, I mean, I'm not being mean. I know I probably shouldn't be, but like, bro, you guys, comment down here in the comments section, please. This is off-road racing, dirt track racing, everything. Everything kind of dirt track racing in the summer. And snowmobile racing and whatever. And rock concerts. But like, for real though, I can't wait for snowmobile racing to start up. We really need some snow this year. I mean, I just look back at last year and the year before. We didn't really get much snow, so we really couldn't have much for snowcross. So it was kind of iffy for ice oval racing and snowmobile racing in general. Brewers lost again. I am not too happy about that. The Brewers lost, and it's been not a good series. The Brewers can't hit for anything right now. Brewers suck at hitting. It's not. I don't know. Ooh, hi Dean. Yeah, it's starting to get colder up over here. As you can see, I'm in my jacket. I'm in a turtleneck here a little bit because in a long sleeve turtleneck, like because it's getting colder. And I'm not saying it's gonna be frigid out here, but like, bro, it's getting colder. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's storming out right now. And then there was some bangs going off because I see the one guy hates the Cubs and he's a Brewer fan. So he's at the bar. He owns the bar right over by me, which is right across the road. And he was shooting off fireworks because we hit a home run. Bang! After we hit the home run. So, and my cousin's husband was here. And you know what? He has PTSD with fireworks and shit. Yeah. Wasn't too happy about that. So, but either way, we're gonna, I don't know, we gotta keep this, hold on. But what, ooh. Right. I don't know. Who would have been the better choice for the Brewers to play? Would it have been the Phillies or would it have been the Dodgers? I don't know. Yeah, the VMAXs are fast. The VMAX, yeah. Yeah, those Yamaha VMAX 4s, those things are wicked. I remember up at Eagle River, and this is way before my time, but I've heard about it and seen videos. Like, bro, Tim Bender on that VMAX 4 at Eagle River on the ice, and he had it all set up for the ice oval racing. God, he had a half a straightaway lead or more. He had a full straightaway lead on everybody. But those things did not turn, though. Those VMAX 4s do not turn whatsoever. I watched him carve through the ice because he was just pushing to get that thing to turn in the corner. That thing would not turn. But yeah, the Phillies dropped a big one. I don't know who would have been the better choice. Now I'm kind of hinting at the Phillies would have been a better choice for the Brewers. Oh boy. But Tim Bender on that BMAX 4 at Eagle River. There's some, if you ever get a chance, go up to Eagle River, Wisconsin for the World Championship Snowmobile race. They have a vintage weekend and they have a regular weekend. Their regular weekend is better than their vintage, but go check out both of them. It's worth going and checking out. You get people from Canada, you get people from all over. It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still pretty big. Off-road racing and that kind of stuff. And I mean, not off-road racing, but snowmobile racing is still there. It's not, ice oval is not there anymore, but shout out to snowcross. Snowcross is still going strong. I see that Elias Ishul, the pro open rider, is now from retiring. He's from Norway. Oh yes. I think I got it out. Yeah, I got it out. But oh yeah. I mean, I love my racing. There's nothing more than I love to do than watch racing or hang out with friends or watch sports. I don't really watch any news. If I'm going to watch news, it's going to be a little bit of Fox News to catch up, and away I go. But yeah, the Phillies, I don't know what happened there. Same with the Blue Jays. They're dropping a big egg. Holy man. I didn't think the Mariners were going to pull it off, and here, holy shit, they're pulling, sorry for my language, but they're pulling it off. But yeah, like, bro, the times we're living in right now, gas is expensive over here. It's like $2.70 or almost $2.80 something over here. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm a big Polaris guy. I've always had Polarises. I've never had anything other than a Polaris. Polaris has seemed to be my friend. There's parts available, always. Still, I can still find parts for my 1997. Brand new. I just had to replace my exhaust because I put holes in my exhaust in the back of my grandma and grandpa thought, oh, it's so loud, and you're going to wreck the motor, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. I'm just like, as I only drilled holes up into it to make it a little bit louder, and now they got mad, so we had to go get in a whole new pipe. Right. Texas music for your snowmobile. Right, yeah. I love snowmobiles. If you've never had a chance to ride, or if you get a chance to ride, go do it. It's something you take for granted. It's like, what was that, hippie? I like the old pinstripe teams. Yes. If you ever get a chance, Tucker Hibbert and some of your, if you guys know, if you go back into snowmobile racing back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, they have a snowmobile Hall of Fame up in St. Germain, Wisconsin. And up in St. Germain, Wisconsin, they have every Hall of Famer from snowcross, like Tucker Hibbert, to Larry Ruglin on ice ovals for Polaris, Bob Eastman, Tim Bender, Dave Wall, Dermot Wall, Mike Houle, Steve Thorson, Jacques Villeneuve from Canada, from Quebec, Canada. There's some other ones. There's a bunch of them, but like, there was Scorpion, there was, you guys know the big names from way back in the 60s and 70s. You got Scorpion, Snow Pro, you got Ski-Doo, you got Polaris XLT, you got, there's a lot of different ones from back in the day. You got Rupp, you got Merc, you got, there's a bunch of different good ones. John Deere, if you guys didn't know, made snowmobiles back in the day. Like Mercury outboard motors for that you see on boats. They used to make snowmobiles. They had a Mustang. The Polaris had a Mustang motor in theirs. So that I honestly don't know. They were I honestly don't know what Skag was, really, to be honest. I've heard of them, but really haven't really looked too much into them. I only know the bigger brands from back in the day. But, like, yeah, Yamaha was another one, too. There was Articat, But Articat is weird. They keep, I don't know, they're on the verge of, Articat's on the verge of going out of business as a company. And that's sad because we just lost the snowmobile company, which would have been, oh yeah, Can-Am too, but, we did lose, what was it? We lost Yamaha for snowmobiles. Who else are we going to lose? The next one's going to be, Articat, and then the next one, I don't know, we're always going to have Ski-Doo and Polaris. We're probably going to see Articat go in the next couple of years. Not saying they're bad company, not saying they're going to stop as a company making stuff, but they're probably going to stop making snowmobiles. Who knows? Snowmobile market isn't there anymore, so they may stop making snowmobiles. Because I've heard that oh wow, I did not know that, hippie. I did not know. I wasn't around back then. I was only, jeez. I was born in 2002. I'm only 23 here, bud. Tell me more. Ah, I see. Bottom of your skis is where it skates. Oh, okay. I call those carbides, but okay. I don't even know what you're talking about with Skags, but that's fine. I'm a little dumb when it comes to that, but it's all good. Hey, but I mean, hey, if you ever get a chance to, get up to Crandon, Wisconsin, Crandon International Raceway for the AMSOIL Championship Off-Road at Crandon International Speedway in Crandon, Wisconsin. If you ever get a chance, go up there. It's in the Northwoods a little bit. It's out in the country a little bit, out in no man's land. But if you go out there, if you guys get a chance, get out there and experience off-road racing, or experience it in Antigo, Wisconsin, or just experience it in general. They go to Minnesota, they go to Bark River, Minnesota, or Bark River, Michigan, I mean, and then they go to ERX, Minnesota, then they go to Leno, Wisconsin, then they go to Antigo, Wisconsin. But they go all over, and it's a lot of fun. Oh shoot, and then I got my lighter. But like, I don't know. I haven't done much snowmobiling in the last couple of years, so I'm in the mood to go ride snowmobiles. So sorry that I talk about snowmobiling so much. Give me what do you guys see in your for Canada? What do you guys have in Canada? Well, what does Canada have? I know they have Ski-Doo because I know Valcourt, Quebec, Canada. Quebec is Ski-Doo's hometown. That I know for a fact because ice oval racing goes up to Ski-Doo's hometown, and Polaris usually and us Polaris guys usually clean house up there at their big Valcourt track where they have snowcross and they have ice oval racing. I want to go to the International 500, which would be the Sioux 500 up in Michigan, by the Michigan and Canadian border. Hippie. Oh boy. Yeah, I could see where you could do that, but I'm not a warm person, weather kind of person. The cold is where I do best. I mean, I may be in the house more, and I may be not doing much, but you know what? I love my winter because that's the season where I get to go bury snowmobiles and go ride. I mean, the cold isn't the fun part. What's fun is riding snowmobile and having snow. The cold I can handle, but I'd rather not have the frigid cold weather. But you're lucky you get to live in California. If I could live in California right now, I would. I'm up in Wisconsin. Vaping is banned. You can't actually legally smoke weed. You can smoke the 50 state legal stuff, but you're over in California where you got the dunes, you got the deserts to ride your ATVs. That's cool. Plus, you get weed if you really wanted to do that too. But I'm not looking for that. But I love smoking weed. I love riding ATVs out in the dunes. I've never rode out in the dunes before, so that would be kind of fun. California has a lot to offer. It's just I don't know if it's going to be the right place for me. I don't know what's going to be the right fit for me. I'm still living with my parents at the moment, so with no job, trying to get SSI because I can't work more than 17 hours without getting distracted or not actually focusing and getting sent home and not doing a good job. So I got to figure that out too, because SSI doctors, the Social Security doctors, Social Security income doctors, and everybody in Social Security are saying I need it. So we'll figure that out some down the line. Screw the Brewers. I see they just scored, or the Dodgers just scored again. Yo, this is going to end up terrible. Say goodbye to the Milwaukee Brewers for the year. They're done after this series. Dodgers just may go win 4-0 in the series. And if that's the case, I guess we take it or leave it. Fuck, bro. Sorry, but that makes me a little upset. That kind of makes me upset because the Brewers were doing so good this year, but a block eater. Yeah, I don't know. I don't smoke a lot of weed, so that's why I'm not sitting on here lighting it up. I'll smoke a lot of THC. I'll smoke a lot of concentrate, but I don't smoke a lot of actual flowers. So first time you guys are actually going to see me smoke smoke some flower and just sit here and listen to you guys chat on here and talk about different things. You guys can talk about whatever you want. I don't care. Just give me something to just give us stuff to talk about between off-road racing to dirt track oval racing like sprint cars, IMCA modifieds, IMCA stock cars, late models, you name it. We can talk about it all. We can talk about cars, but I'm not really into cars, so I mean I am, but I'm not. I love cars, but do I know anything on them really? No, because I've only known Ford really, so I don't pay attention to that like I do ATVs and the utility side of fun. But I see Yamaha is for them still having shifters in their side by sides. They're pretty fast in their off road racing right now. I don't want to say they're better than all the other brands. I'm not saying they're bad, but they're quick. Like, bro, just watching them in racing in off-road racing, damn, do they put on a show. But those Yamahas are way quicker than the Polarises and Can-Ams and the Hondas. So Polaris has to do something here because they can't. They're competing, but they're up top, but they're not number one. Those Yamahas are just something else right now. Polaris and all the other teams have to do their homework right now because the one kid is just fresh out of high school and he's in the pro classes and doing good. Right. If you're right, if Honda wants to win, they will. They're just trying it out for the first time in a while. They haven't really dabbled into much off-road racing yet. Last year was kind of their thing to get into it a little bit, but I guess we'll see what comes about. But for right now, Honda's the low end of the racing for off-road for side-by-sides. Yeah, you'll get a guy or two that may do it, but for the most part, you're not going to see. Oh, Dean. Right. And that's true too. Hippie, they've won a lot. They won a lot, and so did there's a lot of different companies that have won a lot, but still, right. Honda's got a lot of different stuff though. They got more money than anybody, than any company out there. They got generators, they got everything. They don't just have four-wheelers and all that too. But oh yeah. Hopefully I brought it. I don't think I did. And of course I did not bring it. My bowl. Because I can't get all this out. So now I have to sit here and fiddle with it. This sucks. Fiddling with this and trying to get it so I can smoke again, but what was I saying? Oh, geez, I lost my train of thought. Don't you hate that when you lose your train of thought? I was just thinking of something. Oh, I just saw something really cool pop up. I saw that Ken Roxon. I didn't tell you guys this one. You know Ken Roxon, right? Ken Roxon. Ken Roxon was a AMA Supercross racer. Remember that? You know, well, yeah. Moto, yeah. But you know, he decided to drive a Pro 2 short course truck, off-road race truck in Glen Helen. Because you know the famous racetrack out in Glen Helen for AMA Supercross, right? Well, yeah, the track is like right next door. The off-road racetrack is right next door. Yeah, he was out driving a race truck this past weekend. But damn it. Like, bro. It is good weed, though. It really is. I got some carts, too. I don't just smoke weed. I mainly smoke carts. There we go. I think we got even airflow now. Somewhat even airflow. Got any. But yeah, Honda's done it all. I mean, oh well. I wish I had money like that. I wish I had money to start up my own weed business, and because I would start up a weed business so I could go race and I could go do a bunch of other shit. That's where I would go fund. That's where I would go fund my. This would go fund my racing if I had a business in the weed business. Like if I had something in the weed business like this, that would be kind of fun. Oh yeah, burn. I don't usually stop smoking when I smoke weed. I smoke more weed than I do nicotine. Hippie. Don't take money, it takes legal papers. Yeah. You're not wrong. You are not wrong, my guy. Oof, that was a fresh crack. Nice crack, too. We're going to put a little... I got a one-hitter, and somebody told me earlier on a live stream that his name was Maxie, right? Well, he asked me for if I wanted a bong or something. I'm just like... So I said, he wanted to hit me up, so he hit me up. He banged my line. Turns out he's gonna send me a mystery care package with a bong and some weed and shit like that. I don't know what he's all sending me. I know there's gonna be a glass piece in there. I'm kind of interested in that because this is why I did my channel for. It's for this weed stuff. So hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, let's do this. Like if you want to send me free product, get a hold of me. And you guys can send me what you want. And I truly do think that this guy's for real. Who knows? But like Right. You're not wrong. My friend has a 2004 Chevy Stepside. He took the Cadillac converters out. He's doing everything to it. And boy, is that thing really, really nice. It's a blue. He calls it blue because it's a blue. And it's a short cab. It's a short bed with, it's a single cab. So, yeah, that thing's loud. And he redid it from the ground up too. He's got a lot of money into that truck. My friend does, but yeah, he's got a blue Chevy Stepside and I don't know that I like Chevys that much. Chevys, they're okay. They're not my truck. No. Fords are where it's at. I'm sorry, but I've tried GM products. I've tried other things, and the ride isn't just. The rides aren't that great on other trucks. I like the ride on the Ford. The ride is just better on the Ford. I've been in Chevy Duramaxes. I've been in many different other trucks and drove many other different trucks and cars. And still, to this day, Fords are my favorite. And that's not neither here or there. But not to say that all these other products are bad. I would probably maybe go with a Cummins diesel, but then again, I hear all the problems my friend has that she has with hers. God, I don't know that I could ever go to a Cummins diesel or a Duramax. Sorry, I love the sounds of them, but they're not reliable. Those two brands right there aren't as reliable as a Power Stroke. A Power Stroke Ford is way more reliable than a Chevy Duramax or a Dodge Cummins diesel. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not saying some of the Cummins diesels are bad, but the ones they put in the trucks, they just don't hold up. People trash them, and they just don't take care of them. Not to say I wouldn't want not a Duramax, but a Cummins. I do want a Cummins. That is my dream truck to have, is a Cummins diesel. But can you find one? Can you find one that runs decent without giving you a shit ton of trouble? Or with a bunch of rust? No, you're gonna have a bunch of trouble probably, and they're more money than what it's worth probably. Comment down below, like, I don't know, like, bro, like, I want an older, I want like I don't want a, something tells me I should get a, I should get a 7.3 Power Stroke. Yeah, I know. And I don't know what the prices are going for, because like, I could find them for under 10 grand, some of these. But now, Cummins, if you find one for 12, my friend said that she paid like 10 grand for hers. And I was there when she bought it. I thought it was a stupid buy. She was hard for it. And I'm just like, dude, you're dumb. And I'm just looking at all his other trucks, and I'm just saying, you bought a piece of shit. And in my head, I'm just thinking, you never told me there was this this on the side. You never told me there was this. And then all of a sudden, she starts having trouble, and I'm looking over at his other trucks, and he said, I have this one for sale. And I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ. This guy's a basket case too. Literally stole money from us. He said there was only 300,000. Come to find out, there was 600,000. There was 300,000 at one time when she bought it. Apparently, it was 600,000 miles or more. I'm just like, whoa. She's had so many troubles. She blew the motor. She blew a bunch of shit, and she still has it. Get rid of the fucking thing. Sorry for my language. She needs to get rid of it. She took out a loan for this, and she keeps taking out loans to try to fix it. And she makes me upset. Because why would you screw yourself with all these loans? I wish. But it was from a local guy around here, about an hour and a half away from us. So, oh well. It was her dumbest decision. It's the dumbest decision. We went and looked at it, and I said, and I looked at her, and I'm just like, and she wanted it, and I'm just like, and I'm looking at her, I'm just like, this thing's a piece of shit. This thing's a piece of shit. Because the guy was going and getting the papers, and I'm looking over at Mackenzie, and I'm just like, holy shit. This thing is a piece of shit. And the guy said, oh yeah, I had many offers, many offers. No, he didn't. The way that thing was, it was a piece of fucking shit. But she wanted to try to tell me. Right, I know it's a federal crime, but like, yo. Like, I don't know. Yeah, to turn the odometer, yeah, it is a crime, but how are you supposed to know if, you know what I mean? It was it was like a year later that they found out after all the trouble. So she started having trouble the week she got it. So I don't know what happened there. She fucked herself. Sorry, but she's looking at a car now, but still. Hey, let's get back to what we were doing. But hey, we're gonna smoke more. I mean, we're probably gonna smoke a shit ton. I should go grab my. Should I give you guys a house tour? I already gave you guys a garage tour. Or somewhat of a garage tour. I showed you my mom's car. That thing's somewhat, I don't know what it is. I don't know what this does, but when you, it's not a hybrid car, but it's something with the transmission that it turns the car off and turns it electric when you're at a stop. But it's not an electric, or it's not a hybrid or an electric car. So I have no idea what this thing's quick though. This thing back here is quick. They say now that these things can only go 133 miles an hour. That's bogus. That's bogus because these things don't hit sixth gear until 100 miles an hour. And at 140 miles an hour, it was still climbing. I was like, whoa, and I had to back off because there were some just a little kind of bunny hills, just kind of little hills like that. I was like, whoa, and then there's cracks in the road, and I'm going like this a little bit. It's like, whoa, at 140 miles an hour, this is kind of sketchy. Because you're kind of going like this, you're kind of dancing around. In a car like this, you're dancing a little bit on an uneven road. This is like on a backcountry road. It's like, whoa. You're going up and down a little bit of, you're not going up and down steep hills like this. You're just going up and down tiny little hills here. Going over a little bit you're going up a little bit and then you just go down a little bit. Nothing major. You just kind of go up a little bit and then you go down just the tiniest little bit. But enough to notice the car wobble a little bit. It's like, whoa, this is unstable. You just keep it straight and I'm okay. Just don't come to a fast or screeching halt. I was like, damn, and this thing still was going because it didn't hit sixth gear until 100 miles an hour. Right. But these things must not must not have a governor, or they do, but it was still climbing at 141. I'm just like, damn. But I know you're right. And I know there's a Toyota Echo my friend had at one time. God, that was the shittiest car there was. Bro, that thing didn't even wanna go over 100 miles an hour. I started at 95 miles an hour on the highway, just kept it at 95, right? Eventually I would watch that it'll just drop. And I'm just like, and I'm looking behind me. I was like, I'm like no power right now. I have no power, foot to the floor, and I have no power. I need to get on and off the gas. Give me some more gas. Come on, get me going. It's like I'm in a Toyota Echo, and it's like, good God. What truck has a record of you doing 40? What? Where do you have a hippie? Where do you have a record of me going 140? Is that what you're getting at? You're saying that I have 100? That I went 140? Yeah, I really did go 140 though. I really did. But I love doing crazy stuff at times. Not all the time. I'm done with those years. Like, I did a lot of that when I was younger. Like, when I was younger, I was young and dumb, okay? I was so dumb. I put cars in ditches so many times and acted like it was no big deal when somebody tried to pull me out. Oh, damn. Damn, I didn't realize that. Well, yeah, I realized that it catches your speed, but even if you reset it, is it still in there? Is it still in there somewhere? Because my brother's got the car now, and my mom's got this one now. I never really drove this one much behind me. I drove my brother's, which would have been my mom's 2017 at one point. Damn. So no matter if you get rid of it on your on the technology side, it's still in the it's still logged in the car somehow. Is what you're saying? Is I guess is what I think you're saying. But a lot of these cars are made cheap, but they ask a fortune. You want to know how bad it is? Look at how bad this is. Okay, you want to talk about. Let me just grab this. You want to talk about cheaply made products? I want to talk about cheaply made products. Just watch what I'm gonna do. Like, this thing's like cheap freaking plastic. I can feel it moving. Look at this. So you can move that. It's like cheap freaking plastic. So if somebody comes and rams into you, so if somebody comes in and plows right into the back of you, this whole back end here is gonna, this whole back end is like plastic. Take that and smash it. It's cheaply made plastic. See, look at this. This is all cheaply made plastic. There's this outer wall is just cheap plastic. Yeah, this outer wall is just cheap plastic. Now this is like, this stuff is, some of the stuff in here is really, really nice. And this car is a really nice car, all in all. But like, as you see in these wheels here, you really can't see the wheels that great on this side. But these are beefy wheels. I think these are on 17s, if I'm not mistaken. No, these are not 17s. These are bigger than 17s. I don't actually know the size on these tires, but they're pretty big. This is the ST line. I love it. Not much to show on the vehicle, but enough. Let's get up and let's show you the mean look on it. It's got a mean look in the front. It's got somewhat of a mean look. From an angle back here, it's got a mean look. I love it. It's a nice machine. I love it. 2024 Ford Edge. I love the tires on that. I love the rims on this. The rims on here are sexy. Honestly, for the color and for the car itself, those tires bring it out. And I've always been a big fan of the Ford Edges. There's just so many of them out there. They're so widely common. Down with the Ford Fusion. Ford Fusions are common to have too. They're a common one. Well, they're fuel efficient. For a big car, these are fuel efficient. They don't get that bad of gas mileage. What is that, hippie? Oh, jeez. It's snowing in Syria? Holy shnikes. already. I couldn't think of having winter already. We're just in fall now. I couldn't imagine Syria being in a winter storm right now. Gosh, that would be kind of, oof. I don't know. I would love some good snow right now, like Canada. Well, Canada doesn't have snow right now, but when they do get snow, I wish we could get snow like they do. Holy man. Hippie, that's a lot of snow. 10 feet of snow, 10-foot snow mountains here. Damn. Just in general, that's a lot of snow. Sorry if you guys hear it raining outside. It is raining. But let's take some. What do you? I don't know. Like, I wanna someday it's gonna happen. Someday it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna have my own. Either I want to race snowmobiles or I want to race off-road. Off-road is probably never going to happen. Racing snowmobiles may happen someday. For sure, someday I'm going to race snowmobiles. That is a must. That would be a lot of fun to race snowmobiles. In this day and age, with how fast they've gotten and where they've all come, like where racing has come as a whole, I think it's going okay in the snowmobile racing, but for iceable, it's dying out. We need more iceable racers, which we don't actually have really any cheap. Because once you got an iceable sled, that's all I can do is race on the ice. But in any event, we're gonna take this bowl and then maybe get out of here. Who knows? Like, is that actually a thing? Is that actually a thing? Well, yeah, right, because you're not going to have enough money. Because SSI is going to take your money. Hey, but hippie, it's like, so what you're saying is if I were to have SSI, I won't be able to race it because you're saying I'm not going to have enough money because SSI controls how much money you have? Is that what you're saying? Right, a little. No, technically, I'm not. It just hinders me from working. I can do everything just normally, so I'm a normal person. It's just mainly I have a disability with retaining things faster. No. That's not what I'm saying. I have ADHD and it affects my working ability. Not saying I can't do anything like that. Like I can't race or do anything like that. I can't work more than 17 hours a week. If I work more than that, it's like my focus goes downhill like that. Not saying I can't do it. Not saying I won't do a good job, because I will, but it's just a lot harder for me to learn and for people to hang on to me as a worker because of my disabilities. Not saying I have disabilities to where I can't function or do stuff. No, I just retain. don't retain information quick enough, so people fire me before I have a chance to really actually show what I'm about. If that makes any sense, because I have a learning ADHD disability. Not saying I can't learn and won't retain it and won't pick up and won't be able to do it. I can do any job I put my mind to. Just now, can somebody give me the time to learn it and to give me the knowledge to, because I don't get the best training and stuff, but I'm not saying I can't work. I'm not saying I don't want to work. I do want to work. It's just nobody hires me or nobody keeps me long enough because of my disabilities to hang me up at work a little bit. Not saying I do anything wrong. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot harder for me to focus, concentrate. So I'm losing jobs every now and then. So it's harder for me to hold a job and to live on my own, if that makes sense. Because all the SSI doctors and everybody are saying, I need it. But now there's the courts and everybody that's saying, oh, well, you've had 3 years of experience at Wendy's. You should be able to work. That's when I was 16, 17, and 18, when I first started my first ever job. I worked there for 3 years. Would I say now I can do it? No. I mean, yes, I can have a job, but for the amount of hours I need to live on my own, hell no, I don't have enough money. And I won't have enough money ever, because I can't ever focus enough to have the hours I need to be able to live on my own. It's just not possible. I mean, it is what it is, I guess, but I'm not saying I can't work and don't want to work. I do. I really do want to work. But yes, you're right. If I can race, I can work. That is somewhat true. Right. I hear you, hippie. But but the SSI doctors and everybody sees that I need it, and they talked to me before, and they know how I am, and there's just certain things that like calling in and setting up appointments, doing stuff like that there's a lot that I can't do on my own. Like I can, but it's very, very tricky, and I don't like to do it, so I put it off and put it off and put it off. Right, and that's another thing. The government is shut down, so how are you supposed to get government help? And I don't look for government handouts ever, but like if it's needed, it's needed. And some of these people that get government handouts that don't need it, that are getting it, makes me upset, because I'm trying to get it and can't get it when I may need it. But like, yeah, you're right, hippie. The government is shut down, and it's weird. And it's like WIC is shut down. There's no funding to a lot of things right now. And we can sit here and have this debate all night long, but we're going to keep this short and simple. Just look at it this way. The government we inherited, the government that the Republicans inherited was so bad. That's the reason why we're in a shutdown. We don't have to blame the Republicans for the shutdown, because that is not what it is. The true facts are out there right here and right now, and we're going to keep this short and simple so we don't. And I just want to tell you right here and right now that it's not the Republicans' fault for the government shutdown. The reason we have a government shutdown is because of Chuck Schumer having a fit because he's not getting his way and wants $200 billion of $200 billion of our taxpayer money to go to illegals. That's not coming from me. That's not coming from Trump. That's just true facts. You can go look it up. AOC is involved in it too. She's part of it too. So you can sit here, we can sit here and blame the Democrats and the Republicans, and we can have this debate back and forth. Is that going to change anything? No. But I mean, are we going to be satisfied? Is anybody going to be satisfied here? No. Are we getting anywhere? No. Are we ever going to get anywhere? Probably not. With the way the Democrats work, we're not going to see change here. Like, they're going to want something because they're mad that they don't get their way, because they've had their way for how long? I know I'm debating myself, but it's like, but I'm just telling how it is, though. I'm just telling how it is. Like, the Democrats don't know what they're doing. Right. I don't have any opinions. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I lean more towards the Republican side right now because of what the Democrats have been doing the last 10, 15 years. Would I say I'm a Republican in this day and age? I could tell you, yes, I am a Republican in this day and age, but right. And I don't even understand a lot of the politics side of things and why they do what they do and what does what and who does this and who controls what. It's like this whole thing with the New York and all this other stuff is, like, bro, New York is about ready to have a socialist / communist, bro. And you know who's voting them in. It's not the Republicans. It's your Gen Zs that are getting in on this and want to vote in a Democrat socialist because they want change and they want handouts. I just think it's weird. Right. But that's where a lot of these sanctuary cities, like the state of Chicago, that mayor is such an ass. I'm sorry, he makes a fool of himself. To come on national TV when you're getting questioned by Pam Bondi, right? Right? When you're getting questioned by her, and they still want to say there's no issues and that National Guard does not need to be deployed to Chicago because there's no issue. Crime rate has been down. Doesn't matter. There's still a huge crime rate in Chicago. I don't know. It's different. Times are different. It's not like they used to be where we're soft on crime. Let's not get these illegals. Let's not do this. Let's go shoot up ICE. Let's go do this. Like, bro, what an American would go do that? Like, Dems are just trying to get their way and it's not going to work. Sorry. I'm not either a Democrat or a Republican, but I'm more side on the Republican side because they're telling true facts and things that are really, really actually happening. It's real life situations that other news medias just want to brush off and just kind of blame the Republicans. The Republicans don't want to blame nobody. We don't want to blame anybody. We just want to work with you. We want to get stuff done in a timely manner. If you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law. The Democrats say we're breaking the law. How many laws did they break, and How much money were they bringing in that was illegal? How many illegals did they bring in? How many laws did they break? They broke more laws than anybody. But yet we're the issue. And we're the reason why the government is shut down. Whatever. We don't need to sit here and have a debate on this. This is stupid. It's stupid why the government is shut down. Just know that we're all done for, everybody. And if we don't want to welcome illegals into our state or country, then so be it. Everybody's like, oh, we have to let them in. Oh, we have to let them in on the Democratic side. Oh, we have to let them in. Yeah, no. Yeah, we can let them in, but we're going to let them in the correct way, not the illegal way. They're going to be documented. Look at China, look at Russia, look at Ukraine. I mean, not Ukraine, but look at Russia, look at China, look at Hamas. Like, are you kidding me? They don't allow us into their territory, and if we do, and if we don't respect what they do, and we get caught, look out! They're holding us hostage. They don't take kindly to us. Why should we just be letting everybody in freely, undocumented everything? I don't agree with a lot of it. I agree with coming in legally, but coming in and trying to sneak into our country, that just tells me you're doing something wrong. If you don't want to follow the law to get in, then why should you be here? If you didn't follow the law to get in here, why should you be here? Or just because you have no crime or no record, no nothing, but you came here illegally. Get out. Oh, we're trying to better our life, trying to better ourselves. You ain't trying to better yourself. Oh, we're just coming here for our life. Oh, we're coming here for our life. Yeah, a life because you didn't have a life because you were in a prison. Yeah, I do. But in this day and age, you almost have to. There's not a, we didn't get, us Gen Zs don't get, but you know, there's a difference between living on your own nowadays and you 40 and 60-year-olds living on your own. You guys got to stop to think, you guys had a better start in life than what we did. Things were a lot cheaper back then. You could save more money. This day and age, how are you supposed to save money plus car insurance, plus phone bill, plus rental, plus car bills? Like, it's not even feasible, really. It's really not feasible. It's more feasible for you guys because you guys had it easy. You guys didn't have Snapchat. You guys didn't have all these different streaming services. You guys didn't have all this and all this and all that. It's like, you guys barely had phones back then. It's like, you didn't have a phone bill every week or every month. It's just the added on fees that keep getting added, but nothing keeps getting cheaper. I can be out of my mind because over here it's it's hard to live on your own. You can't really live on your own. I may be out of my mind, but rent isn't cheap. Rent is about $500 to $1,000. $500 to $1,000 a month or more. Like, because you need a phone, you need your, and then with only with only 30 some hours, it's like, well, I'm not saying you guys had it easy, and I'm not saying it was goody two shoes. But see, you guys didn't have like, there wasn't, what I want to say. I'm not saying you guys had it easy. I'm not saying it was hard either, but it was sure a hell of a lot easier in your economy back then than it is in our economy now. Just think back to when you guys were young versus me, when in times right now where I want to go live on my own, I probably can't go live on my own because it's just not doable. You need that extra help, no matter. Right, but that's different. Things were a lot cheaper though, hippie. That's the thing. The thing is, it was a lot cheaper back then for stuff though too. Not saying it was hell of a lot cheaper than it is now, but by far cheaper. Things weren't so outrageous. Cars weren't outrageously priced. Things weren't. Right, but even at that, the the cost of living, there's more to pay for in this generation than there ever was. That's why it makes it a lot harder, because you don't have really TV services anymore. You basically have streaming services that provide TV now. So I don't know. It's different. You have all the added on fees. Like like we have all the added on fees. Right, there's just more choices, and that's what makes it harder too, because you see like Hulu says a certain amount a month, but yet they keep racking it up, keep jacking it up every month, and they got you. That's why I don't like streaming services, and why, because like 300 or 400 bucks in 2 weeks, that's not enough. And that's like making $17 an hour with like 25 to 35 hours, 20 to 35 hours a week. It's like 400 to 500 bucks. But I don't know. I just think I'm not gonna be able to do it on my own, and that's gonna be the hard part. Not saying I can't do it on my own. I can. It's just hard for me to make money and to keep a job. So that's where I'm hoping I don't become homeless someday, but that's really on the back of my mind. I haven't really thought of moving out. I have, but the thought of it scares me. Of me being homeless someday. Because my mom and dad aren't going to be around forever. And I'm only 23. Somehow I need to make money. Or have my own business. I've always wanted my own business. What that looks like, I don't know. I want a dealership, or I want a weed business. Both take a hell of a lot of money to do. But who knows what's going to happen with my life. Right, but then I see money. It's like I see a little bit of numbers. Like, oh, I could spend a little bit. That won't break me. Yeah, so I don't know. Money management isn't for me. I need a lot of help with money management. That is a big one. Me seeing 300 bucks means let's go spend it all in a week. And there I have none left. That's my issue. I wish I could manage money better, and there is probably a way, but I just don't know. Because I don't do much with my life, or haven't done much, so I see money and it's like I want to just go spend, 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 spend. Because there's so many things I want to do and so many things I can do because I have money. But yet, should I be doing that? No, I haven't done it ever really, so I like to. That's my issue. I need to save. That's very, very hard for me with my ADHD and my impulse. Right, I know. I'm not mad at you, hippie. I know you're not bashing me. You mean well. I get it. I need to hear it too. I'm young. I need to hear it from somebody that's gone through it already. I got a girlfriend, but I don't know. It's like, will we ever be together? She's an hour and 30 minutes away from me. Aw. Hippie, I've always liked you. Whenever I saw you in Buff's live stream, it was always, you, Mac, and Dogster, and some of them, you guys have always been there, and I love talking to you all. I'm just glad I can go live streaming now. May not be all fun right now because I don't have much to really talk about because I don't do much on a daily other than watch my dog, my 10-month, or it's not 10-month, but 10-week-old chocolate lab named Hank. But I mean, I'll be pushing out more content. I got some videos coming. I got some stuff on the way, but yeah, I'm just sitting here. I don't know what to really do anymore. Like, I get bored sitting at home all day. I feel old. I feel like an old person. Like, for real. Yes, it took 50 subscribers, but the weird thing was it didn't go. I wasn't able to go live streaming until I got 55 subscribers for some reason. I don't know if they changed it, but they say it's 50, but is it 55? I don't know because I had 54 and then all of a sudden I got 55 subscribers and it was letting me go live stream then. So I probably got, well, technically what needs repair right now, I could go work on it too, is I got the snowblower over there. Over there that needs some service work and needs, I think the motor might be toast and it's brand new. It's a brand new Toro snowblower. It's only like 2 or 3 years old. And I think we grenaded the motor on it already. It's not even a couple of years old. Brand new. Brand new, brand new. Bought it brand new. My mom did. And I think we may have grenaded the motor. Let's just say it wouldn't start. We couldn't figure out why. Come to find out, there's no oil. It's right at the hazard mark line. Low. So we may have grenaded the motor. Hopefully we didn't. Because if you run four-wheelers or snowmobiles out of oil, you basically toast the motor. I hope that's not what I did with this Toro snowblower. Wouldn't that be a shame? Yeah. But oh well. I feel bad because sorry if you could hear rain, but I feel bad because it's my mom that spent the money, and yeah, I feel horrible. If she grenaded the motor, but Hippie, Hippie and Dean, what did I give me some insight because I'm kind of I'm not dumb on this. I probably know the answer to this, but I want some answers. Now, if I ran my snowblower out of... Okay, that's what I thought. I thought if I were to just put more oil in it, it'll be fine. I didn't think I grenaded the motor, but I know that's true when you... Isn't that true, Hippie, if you were to take the... if you were to run a snowmobile or ATV out of oil, is that different than running a snowblower or something like that out of oil? Will it actually grenade a motor? Oh, gotcha. Because my snowblower won't even start. It won't even start. It's got and it was running great when we put it away. So that's why I'm wondering what's going on, because nothing was wrong with it before we put it away, and now all of a sudden something's wrong with it, and I checked and there's a severe low oil in there. Low amount of oil in there right now. So something tells me that there's not enough oil to start it. Or there's not enough oil that it won't start, so that's what I thought. I didn't think there was much different with all these engines and all this other stuff in the utility side of it. Just horsepower difference, I would think. But thank you, Hippie, for some of the insight, because like that's a lot of help, because I knew I didn't grenade it. I thought all I needed to do was put more oil in it, and away we go. So my mom's going to get that service next year. I could do it, but do I really want to do it? Do I really want to mess with it? Not really. It can get a good service, and then I don't have to mess with it. Right. It's a Toro snowblower. It's a really nice snowblower. It's got a movable handle on the thing. It's so you don't have to crank it or go over and mess around with it with the blower. It's got an automatic blower. It's a manual blower, but it's got like a joystick up by your handles. Up there by your transmission. And you can just move it around. It's like so easy. So right. And you know what I could do this year too? And I'm just thinking, I got some stuff that I could do for some video content for the winter time. You gave me some ideas. I'm not going to give away what I want to do for the winter time, but you guys are going to see some really neat videos coming in the winter time. Thank you, Hippie. You gave me some great ideas on that. Right. I never thought of that. And they say if you leave all that snow on there, they say it will rust out things on the machine. And is that true? I don't know. They say that with lawnmower decks too. If you don't blow them out and clean them up after the year, or after every time you use it, it could rust out. How true that is, I don't know. Or it could rot out. I don't know if that's true for what's it called, for snow blowers, but I know that's true for lawnmower decks. I believe it'll rust them out if I'm not mistaken. Right. And just in general, if you got a hobby or something you want to look up or something like that, it's a lot of, that's where YouTube is fun. YouTube is fun for that stuff. I love watching stuff on YouTube. YouTube is my friend. I go online and it's like, I don't get the help I need anymore. It's like I get the help I need on YouTube. If I'm looking for help with something, go to YouTube. It's like YouTube's my friend. Like if I go online, I get in this rabbit hole and then I just get on fake shit and shit that's not even true or not even worth my time. YouTube, they're only gonna put it out if it's worth watching. So like if it's not worth watching, why would you make a video like that? You know what I'm saying? Like there's some videos that are capped, but like for the most part, YouTube is my friend for answers. Because why not? But yeah. Dang, I just saw that the Brewers just lost. Dang. That sucks. Brewers are going to lose this series and they're going to go out. Sucks. But it's happening. Damn. I got to stop smoking this for the night. We'll go in the house now. We'll keep this weed out here, though. Because the weed's got to stay out out here. You can't go in the house. Hippie, you're funny. You crack me up. Bro, if I could get into a hobby, you know what hobby I would get back into? Yeah, I'd get back into snowmobiling, but there's not much you can do with snowmobiling right now because we haven't really had winters. I could get into ATVs again, but you guys see enough content of that at times, and it's not that fun to post that kind of content. You know what fun content would be? That would be so much fun, but it's a lot of money. Dean and Hippie, I love talking to both of you. But you know, a fun hobby to get into that's an expensive hobby to have is you gotta have RCs. RC trucks, truggies, and buggies are so much fun. Between nitro. Oh, and by the way, I can show you a bottle of nitro. While we're at it, I'm gonna come and show you guys a bottle of nitro methane. You want to see some nitro methane? I'll show you some nitro methane. This is for my Nitro Traxxas RC fuel bottle and fuel. As you guys know, Traxxas is, and this is for their gas-powered stuff. This stuff, once you get it burning, and if you light it on fire, look out, you do not see it burn. But yes, this is a hobby I would love to get back into. I still have all my stuff over at Dad's. I actually got one of my RC trucks here, I believe. I think it's actually still here. Hold on. I'll show you guys in a minute. I should be able to show you. Maybe I don't have it anymore here. Maybe I did take it back to Dad's. But I don't remember taking it back to Dad's still. Oh, in any event, I got all my tools and stuff over here for it. But, yeah, like I said, I have all my tools and stuff over there. Oh, in all honesty, if I had to do this, and I had to tell you guys how much I have in parts and everything for Traxxas stuff, and for the 3.3, for the Traxxas Nitro 3.3, I got a Nitro Slayer, the old 10 point, or the old 10 scale Revos. I have one of those. I have, what else do I have? I have a Revo 3.3. I have a Slash 2x2. I have a Slash 4x4. I have, well, that one's the VXL. And all of these are upwards to $500 to $700. And that's not even including all the parts and all the accessories I have. So easily, I have like 5 trucks, because I have the Revo, Slayer, both are nitromethane, gas powered. Then you have the Slash 2x2, Slash VXL 4x4, ECX, Bison, well, the V-Car Bison. And then that's it. So there's 6 of them right there. Easily with my whole setup and everything, probably about $3 grand, $3 to $4 grand. But without further ado, we're gonna take these last couple of rips and we're gonna get off for a while. So we're gonna get off and we'll be back. Oh, we'll be back live streaming after Buff streams on Tuesday nights. It seems to me that I have a lot of Tuesday nights free. Anytime I get a night free, I will try to do a live stream about 9-10 o'clock. If Buff is live streaming, it'll be after them. But be on the lookout for more live streams. We're going to take a couple more rips here, and we'll be out of here for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. I had fun talking with you, Hippie and Dean. Looking forward to growing this live stream more. But without further ado, let's take a couple rips, and we'll be back. What should the topic be for next week? I know I sound like Buff and Kim, but, like, what should we do for next week? I don't know. We need a topic to talk about. I'll let you guys control what we talk about. Let's make it about you guys. What do you guys want to talk about, and what do you guys want to see and talk about? You tell me. Do we want to talk about racing? What kind of racing do we want to talk about? Or what kind of ATVs do we want to talk about? What kind of RC stuff do we want to talk about, or what do you guys want to talk about? We can talk about politics. We can talk about pretty much anything you guys want to talk about. But you guys let me know down below what you guys want to talk about for next week, because I'll do a live stream once or twice a week. But you guys tell me what you guys want to see for a live stream and what you guys want to talk about, and we'll. Yeah, I know I sound a lot like them, and I don't want to, but like, I don't know what to do for content right now. So like a live stream for me is just sitting here smoking and showing you guys around a little bit. That's just kind of my live stream for right now, is to show you guys around, get you introduced to my live streams, and show you guys around in my garage where I'm gonna be. I don't mean to be in my garage, but it's late at night and my mom is sleeping, so I can't really be loud in the house, so I gotta be out here. Right, right. But I mean, we are going to grow this live stream, but you guys will see me live streaming probably there. Oh gosh, in the wintertime, you'll see me live streaming. I can't say what I'm gonna live stream about, but just know there's big things coming. I got some good ideas of what I can do this winter. Look out for some snow blowing videos. There's a lot that I can do this winter for you guys. I can video the how much snow we get. There's a lot I can do, but right, right. And that's where I think I could do some videos in the wintertime of how far it shoots and starting it up and doing some stuff like that. Right, I could do a video on trying to start it and it doesn't start. There's some shorts I could do. There's a lot I'm gonna do when I'm showing how to. Yeah, there's a lot of things I can do with a snowblower to make content. That'll be kind of fun this winter, because we're not just gonna keep it. We're not just gonna keep it all smoking related. We can't just keep it all smoking related. That would be kind of stupid. Because I like the car content and I like talking to you guys, and you guys are the ones that are joining me. So it's like I'd rather do like snowblower repair, or not like snowblower repair, but you get what I'm saying though. Like some sort of something with a snowblower, and I'll figure that out. Right, and to show me using it, on how to use it, all the different technology on it, because there's a lot of new technology that you guys probably don't know about on snowblowers, because I got one of the brand new snowblowers, like a 2023 or a 2022 snowblower. So like it's not like it's an old snowblower, so I can show you all the neat technology and all the different things. So look out for that. But next week's topic, or whenever I can go live again, we will, and for you guys, because I'm gonna have a different. I'm gonna be streaming about 1 o'clock usually, if I can, right around 1 o'clock, and I'll probably try to stream at night too. I'll do one stream during the day, and then I'll do a stream at night, along with still doing videos and shorts yet on different things. Shorts, I need to figure out stuff to do, but my smoking cart videos are getting a lot of views, so I don't need to really change much with my shorts. I just need to change I just change up my content a little bit with videos and the settings I'm in, and away we go for right now. But I would like to, when I start driving, I would like to post some driving videos, and oh, there's some things I can do, but we'll take one more rip and we're out of here. Cheers. Thank you all for joining, and until then, peace.